Ago, you were talking about the national security threats that this country faces from Russia, also from China, by the way. Why are we not doing anything about it? For example, I want to get your take on the capital lever to push. That is, sanctioning or knocking off some of these companies on our major exchanges. There are Chinese companies, Russian companies that, by the way, are actually space companies that trade on the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ and U.S. exchanges. And doesn't that enable American investors to ultimately fund the expansion of our adversaries? Why are we doing this?
It's insane, Maria, and we are having some, I can tell you, knockdown, drag-out debates and conversations on how to deal with this. I think they should be delisted. We should be blocking outbound flows, our money from going into those companies on their markets. I've talked to you about the fact that the military's 401k plan, $800 billion in assets, was investing our military's retirement into the Chinese stock market. But these interests have their tentacles everywhere, and it really is the epitome of the swamp. We're fighting through it. You got to dry up the cash. And until we do in Washington, I'm asking every individual investor out there, sit down with your financial advisor, comb through your funds, and make sure you're not investing in our greatest adversary.
Well, what is President Biden doing about the aggression coming out of communist China, for example?
Well, we don't, we don't know how compromised he is and how compromised his son is in terms of taking money. But I'll tell you the thing that is driving me insane is the fact that his climate agenda, his Green New Deal, is not only compromising with China, but it's making Russia. It's making Russia wealthy. It's making Iran wealthy. I mean, literally, our allies are trying to buy our gas instead of their gas.
Thank you,
but he's shutting down our own LNG.
I have typed